are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, you are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Welcome back. Can I hear myself? Hello. Yeah. I can hear myself. All right, I can hear myself now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to another edition of Blueclouds Media, BCM Sports Live. On this channel, we examine significant development, transfer news regarding Chelsea FC, Chelsea Football Club, and reportedly expressing strong interest, as the Chelsea expresses strong interest in Villa. Aston Villa dynamic attacker Morgan Rogers. Sources suggested that qualification for the UEFA Champions League could be a pivotal factor in this potential high-profile transfer move for Chelsea. We'll also dive into some few more news also regarding yesterday report on Chelsea's academy player Bashir Humphrey, who was on loan to, I think, Burnley. I'm sure Burnley. Now, I think that they have triggered his the move that he has made his move permanent to Burnley Football Club at this moment. Also, we'll discuss more on also Rodrigo. Rodrigo reports indicate that Chelsea are also showing some interest in him. The situation with him at Real Madrid, and it doesn't look so happy there. But I don't have that much, trust in that report. I feel like Rodrigo would definitely want to stay at Spain, not to move to England and join Chelsea. There's nothing wrong, Rodrigo joining Chelsea, but I don't see that move happening. Elsewhere, also the other news we'll talk about: Manchester United on hand historical loss to Tottenham Hotspur's Football Club at yesterday's Europa League final. that took place yesterday. Manchester United lost by a goal to nil to Tottenham Hotspur. KTC, what's the name again? Brandon, I think Brandon something, I forget the last name. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur, finally, the trophy drought is over. Harry Kane have won a trophy with Bayern Munich. Then Tottenham Hotspur winning the trophy at long last. They are winning the trophy. Yes, first European trophy. Very, very long time. All right, I hope that there are more to come, as it was being stated by Ange Postecoglou, who said that he wins things in his second year. Yes, indeed, he said that, and finally that's happened. Would he or would these give him a chance to stay at Tottenham Hotspur for another more season, or will they depart? Will they part way with Tottenham Hotspur? To me, I was saying it's not looking good with Ange Postecoglou. 2 seasons now, the Premier League is not looking good, but he's won something. He won finally. You know, I would say either the first or the number one or second best ever manager who have taken over Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So there's more to come, guys. So do not go anywhere. Keep your comments coming whichever platform you're watching us from. Drop your comment on the comment section below. It's always a privilege to see you guys watching this and getting engaged in our conversation live on this platform. We have Stephen G, who is there, will be joining us here in a second. Also, like I said, keep your comment coming if you're watching us on X or YouTube. We really appreciate your time. So stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Hello, matey. Hello, mate. Stephen G, you're there?
You all right?
I'm all right. Another day. Wonderful day. Beautiful day. Not super cold down here. I'm just loving it. Finally, Tottenham Hotspur. I know you don't like it. You don't want to hear this. But finally, Tottenham Hotspur have won a trophy. Jamie O'Hara, JC Kande, yesterday's live watch along on that platform, Talk Sports, was just amazing. But hey, what do you take from that historical loss for Manchester United? We've talked about Murray many times, but yet, you know, the main topic is right there, which is Morgan Rogers. We'll talk about Morgan Rogers. But how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, bro. I can't complain, despite Tottenham absolutely messing everything up. But at the same time, how do you out Spursy Spurs? Like, that just, I don't get it.
I mean, they've won it, but they're still Spacey. They have won
it.
Oh,
yeah, they'll always be Spursy. I mean,
they will.
I saw the quote O'Hara said about people can't call them a banter club anymore or something like that. Well, yeah, we can. You and Arsenal are the same level of banter for the last couple of decades. So, yeah, you are still a banter club.
Right. They're still Spacey. No matter what they do, no matter how they twist the coin, it's always
they could have won the Champions League. I still call them Spursy because of it's one of those things that you know they're just going to go on a long streak of not winning trophies again.
Right.
They've just gone 17 years without a trophy until last night. Next up, they're going 2 decades without one.
But yeah, the bigger question is, or the thing that we saw, it was not the best of finals that we all witnessed. Two Premier League rivals, Tottenham Hotspur. I think, from what I've gathered, I think Tottenham Hotspur have beaten Man United.
They've beaten them 4 times this season. They beat them in the league. They beat
4
them
times
in the League Cup, and then they beat them in the final last night as well.
4 times a season. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Ange Postecoglou got Amiram's numbers, but it is very poor. Manchester United, it is very, very poor from Manchester United. We didn't see the best of United yesterday. Spurs were there to be beaten. They couldn't break them down. What is wrong with Amiram? I've said it that this guy is not good enough. No matter who the players that you give this to, this guy, give him 2 more seasons. He's still going to be the same man because he's not showing. Have you really seen much of these managers that could tell you that, well, he can be the guy for next season? We've seen that from Enzo Maresca, haven't we?
He has actually improved them defensively, I think, to be honest.
Steven, defensively, how defensively? They're losing games. 18, 19 now.
You're not getting it. Before, they were getting absolutely peppered, they'd get absolutely battered, right?
Okay.
He's got their results when they do lose, except from, I think since February, they've only lost 2 games by 2 goals or more. And that was, one of them was to Newcastle. And I can't remember the other one. West Ham the other day.
We are talking about Manchester United, arguably one of the biggest teams in the world, the clubs in the world.
The issue is, they need a better goalkeeper. They need at least one more centre back. They need better midfield because it's an aging midfield. The quality's not really there. When you look at like Casemiro last night, I think he was shocking personally. Bruno, he was sort of trying to force it, in my opinion.
Mason Mount, shocking.
Mason Mount, I didn't see. I'm not even joking. I saw him maybe twice that I can remember. But other than that, and the one time that that really stands out in my mind where Mount did well, he had 3 players on him, kept possession, stopped the ball from going out for a goal kick. It was just unfortunate that he didn't have a teammate there to support him so he could pass it for them to cross, because he did all that work keeping possession with 3 players on him and then tried to keep the ball in play, kept the ball in play, but it went out for throw because there was no one there to support him. But other than that, I don't really know what else he did, to be honest. It was just a shambles. We knew going into it, it was going to be a bad game. I mean, it's 16th versus 17th in the Premier League. Neither team's good, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
The mad thing is, like I said, if you get United, I mean, United's rebuild's going to take a long time because of financial fair play issues.
A very long time. A very, very long.
Ornstein reinforced that today. The Athletic done a Q&A, and Ornstein basically said that Turkey isn't in their plans, and it's more about who can they actually buy now because of like the money, the financial fair play aspect. But yeah, I mean, it was always going to be a shocking final. I mean, Spurs had 3 shots and all 3 came in the first half. Yeah. None in the second half.
One of them was a goal.
United had about 16 shots and about 11 of those came in the second half. United went close a few times. I mean,
but how many were on target? How many? All the 16. How many were on target, Stephen? How many were on target? Because we can kick the shot from everywhere.
I know Tottenham had 3 shots, 1 on target. Man U, I couldn't tell you. But Ahmad, like, I feel sorry for this guy. He put I think it was 2 balls across the box early on, that if someone just attacks it, United go 1-0 up. There was the one that he drilled that narrowly evaded everyone. And then I think it was Ahmad again. He done a little bit of trickery with players around him and he fired one narrowly wide as well. Like, I feel sorry for Ahmad, to be honest with you. It felt like Ahmad was like the only player really in my mind that properly showed up out of that whole team.
Yeah. I mean, just like I said, this is Manchester. Oh, goodness. Something is playing somewhere. Yeah, I get it now. Gotta fix it. Yeah, just like I said, Manchester United, where are they right now? This is United. This is United, Steven. This is United we're talking about. But anyway, we're gonna go to the main topic while we're here before we get into any those would be bonus in addition to today's stream. Those would be bonus. But before we get into that, this player there, Steven, Morgan Rogers, yesterday been reported by Fabrizio Romano, almighty Fabrizio Romano, that Chelsea are weighing the option that they want to bring Morgan Rogers in. Morgan Rogers, at this moment, 22 years old, English international, right-footed player. He's, I think, a market price on him, if I can remember, apparently it's around 53 million. That's market price, but then probably the valuation will be around bidding right and everything, whatever. It will be close to about 100 if my my brain could set me right. And also, but looking at how many appearances he has appeared for Aston Villa this season, he has scored 8 goals. As good as he is, he has scored 8 goals for Villa this season. He has appeared 36 times for Villa and started 36 times. 10 assists, 8 goals. Is it an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson, or
he wouldn't play that? He's not a striker.
what? I thought he is.
Rogers isn't a striker.
He's a midfielder.
Yeah.
I thought
he's played on the wing and in the number 10.
He plays on the wing, so probably they'll see him on the wing. I was thinking he's
on the wing and as a number 10.
Right footed, so if he's right footed, he may play on the left hand side.
He primarily plays as a number 10, but he has played on both wings.
Number 10, he has no room at Chelsea as playing as number 10. There's no room for him.
He's also played on the wing, so you could have one of him or Palmer out wide and the other one in the number 10.
But we have Estadio Williams coming. We still have Noni Madueke.
Okay, Rogers has played on both sides. As far as I'm aware, Rogers has played left wing, right wing, and as a number 10.
You still have what's his name? Pedro Neto. He's not going anywhere.
Rogers, as much as I don't know if I'm in a minority or not. I like Neto, but if you get Rogers, you have to play Rogers. He is just that good.
Is it better than Neto?
Yeah.
Neto, he's a good player. He's a good footballer.
I like
but technically,
Neto, but
his output is not enough.
Rogers in. If you get Rogers, Rogers is playing 100%.
So from this conversation, you're gonna have Rogers on that left hand side, have Pedro Neto at the same time on that left hand side. In Kuku, definitely we know he's going. What's his name again? There is Portuguese player who is with AC Milan right now.
João Felix.
We know he's gonna go. And Kuku is gonna go. Felix is gonna go on that left hand side. I don't want to have so many quality players on the pitch that don't get game time. It can create disharmony.
If you get Rogers, you have to play Rogers and Palmer. That just the quality that you'd have, yeah. And then if you get the right attacker up top as well, we're feasting. We're on our way to challenging. If you get, put it this way, if you get a goalkeeper, a centre back, Rogers and Gyökeres, yeah. We're challenging.
A Gyökeres, Rogers, and a goalkeeper. A good goalkeeper, which I do agree.
Back, Rogers and Gyökeres.
The Gyökeres guy, sometimes I've sat down and I feel like I doubt he is a guy from the Portuguese league. He scored lots of goals.
But he's done it in Europe as well, in European competition, Champions League and stuff like that.
Well, Spurs have done it in Europe. They couldn't do it in the Premier League. Spurs have done it in Europe.
Gyökeres is better than flipping Richarlison. He's better.
Richarlison was good yesterday. Richarlison has a good game yesterday, though. But big up to you, Nehemiah. Greetings to you, man, Nehemiah. Nehemiah said he's very nervous for the Forest game. What's NGL means? I hope
not gonna lie.
Oh, not gonna lie. Okay, not gonna lie. I hope these players are not nervous and play the football first up. I'm sure they will. They won't be nervous. I mean,
the thing is, Forest have to attack us as well, because Forest, if they beat us, and if Forest beat us, and Villa lose, then Forest would get Champions League. So Forest have to attack Chelsea. They have no choice.
Has to attack Chelsea.
They literally have zero choice.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Nehemiah, for your wonderful comment. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And guys, if you're watching this live, if you're on X, remember Blueclouds Media. My name is Niza. I'm with Stephen G. We're up here today going through the latest development of transfer news from Chelsea, as it's been reported yesterday by Almighty Fabrizio Romano, transfer guru, who indicated that Chelsea are weighing their options and interested in Morgan Rogers only if they qualify for Europe or Champions League spots. Not just Europe, but Champions League spots. Definitely Chelsea will be in Europe. But if they are in Champions League competition, they definitely bring in more quality players like Rogers to come help the team out. Time will tell. But the price tag is what we are looking at. Some say 100 million. Some also saying 53 million valuation, market valuation.
Million. You're not getting him for 53 million.
I mean, that's a market valuation. Market
From
valuation.
where, though? Because if anyone's saying you can get him for 53 million, they're on some strong stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you could get it for that price, but I'm saying market valuation. I'll give him in this. But a bidding war of 100 million is what the price tag. I mean, he could go for at least nothing less than 75.
You're talking, probably about 75, 80 million.
Right. Damn. We bought Fernando Torres. About 15 years ago, Fernando Torres for 60 million from Liverpool. Look how much
50.
we paid for that price. 50 or 60?
50.
50. Steven, look how much you paid for him. Over 15 years ago.
Sir?
Huh?
What's your point on this? That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm saying, look at how much you spent on Fernando Torres at that time. And now how much players are going for. And it was re-recorded as one of the most expensive, transfer at that time. And it was 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was 2011?
2011?
Yeah, I don't think he joined
11.
us in 2012. I think he joined us 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it could be 10.
It was either 2011 or... Oh, wait, no. Did he join us? Him? Yeah. Oh,
he
wait, no.
Europa.
He joined us in the January window 2012, didn't he?
Yep. No. No, it was before. Because we won Europa.
No, the Europa was the next year. We got knocked out of the Champions League group stage in 2012-23 when we were defending the Champions League, and then we won the Europa League.
What I can remember is when he joined us, he was having, a howl or whatever they want to call it, so many misses. And then I think the following season where he pays off with that Champions League goal, that was 2012.
January 2011. So he joined us the year before.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. 2011. You were right, and then you confused yourself. Anyway. Nehemiah said, this is what is happening. Everyone is getting their first trophy. Tottenham has got theirs. So the trophy cabinet won't be cobwebs anymore. It will be an Europa League trophy in there.
We're not playing on the Thursday night, and also he wouldn't play Tyreek George when Nicholas Jackson's available for the final.
Oh, you wouldn't start him, but you can play him
only
for the bench.
Suspended for the Premier League. He's not suspended for the Conference League.
Oh, you're reacting to the comments, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he can come from the bench. He can play from the bench. Jackson can George can come out from the bench if needed.
Yeah, the final's next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, yeah. I'll be getting ready for that. But anyway, still, Stephen, we are on Morgan Rogers, 22 years old. Nico Jackson is 23. And I thought he was a striker. I guess I thought he was because I see him more up front scoring goals. So I thought maybe because when he plays on the left-hand side, it's always in the box. So 8 goals for him is not bad if he's naturally as number 10 and playing as a left winger. It's still not bad.
No, it's good. It's good numbers.
Yeah. Well,
10 assists as well in the Premier League alone.
One goalkeeper, 1
Premier League games, 8
striker.
goals, 10 assists, 12 Champions League games, 4 goals, 2 assists.
10 assists, that's a lot. 36 appearances and starting for Villa 36 times. That's also good. Enough experience, but I don't know with Europe. He hasn't played much in Europe.
Champions League, he's played 12 games, got 4 goals, 2 assists.
For Villa, 12 games.
Yeah, this season.
All right, that's good.
He only joined Villa mid-season last year, don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be 23 in the summer as well.
Yeah, Jackson's about a year older than him, or a few months older than him, something like that. Think about a year. Jackson's 23.
Jackson.
Nico Jackson.
Jackson's 23, but he's got to be 24 in the summer.
So yeah, it's about a year older than him. Okay.
Apparently, somebody with sources related to Arsenal who's apparently reliable is saying that Benjamin Sesko is Arsenal's number one choice for striker and Gyökeres is their backup.
Okay.
Hopefully that reigns true, because then that leaves Gyökeres free for Chelsea to have a run.
I don't see so many reports on this Gyökeres, and so sometimes I don't take that.
But
news
this is what I was
seriously.
saying to you yesterday, right? When we were on stream yesterday, I said, who have we seen a lot of reports in terms of strikers linked to Chelsea? Sesko, Osimhen,
which is not happening. Osimhen, not happening.
Delap.
Yeah.
And I think there's one other. I always forget who it is. But my point is
it
Chelsea don't always go
Ekitike.
for the ones that they're putting out there. Like,
Is
we
it
might go for
Ekitike,
Delap,
whatever they call him?
right? Huh?
Is it Ekitike, the guy from
that's the one.
Ekitike?
But my point is, right, we don't always go as Chelsea Football Club for the ones that we're putting out there a lot. I think we'll definitely look at Delap, right? I'm 100% sure we're going to look at Delap. I know that we're having more conversations with him in the next week or two, right? I know that. But my point is, a lot of the deals we have done recently, there's been very little noise until it's very advanced. And the one striker, and I said this yesterday, the one striker that we don't hear much about, I mean, we've heard a little bit about Isak, but not much, right? And also, if Newcastle get Champions League, he ain't going to leave Newcastle anyway. There's still a possibility Newcastle don't get Champions League. If they lose, I think it's to Everton. And then if Chelsea and Villa win, then... No, if Chelsea and Villa draw, Newcastle lose, then I think Newcastle are sixth. But that's a different conversation entirely. The other one we don't really hear about is Victor Gyökeres. If I remember rightly, Neto we didn't hear much about till it was basically done. There was quite a few other deals. Sancho, I don't think we really heard much about either. So straight away, two of our signings from summer. Like, there is something to it that... I mean, Jackson, when we signed him, there wasn't really any noise around him, if I remember rightly, either. There's a common theme here. I'm not saying it's going to be Gyökeres. I'm just saying, funny how there is now one or two reports stating about Sesko and Arsenal. And to my knowledge, I have knowledge that apparently Berta, the new sporting director of Arsenal, is the one that wants Gyökeres, right? Arteta is the one who wants Benjamin Sesko. Arsenal have typically, in the last few years, gone with what Arteta wants instead of whoever their sporting director is, so Edu before. So if Arsenal continue in that vein, then they'll get Sesko because that's who Arteta wants.
Okay.
So there is definitely something that could happen. Also, you notice how there's loads of different variety in the targets that Chelsea are being reported on. You've got ROGERS and players of that level, and then you've got some of the lower level players as well. It's not stinks in a bad way. Basically, it smells of, this is us if we get Champions League. We're going to go for players like ROGERS, and if we don't, then we're going to get players of this level instead. Do you get what I mean? Like, ROGERS is like, we're getting Champions League, he's who we want. And then below that, you've got, like, if we don't get Champions League, we'll look at Sesko, Ekitike, like, players like that. That's what it smells like to me, personally, based on how we're getting mixed reports on positions and players that are being linked. Which I like that, though, because to me, it shows that they're looking at every possibility. They're looking at Champions League. They're looking at, okay, if we get Europa League or even worse, somehow get Conference League, if we don't win the Conference League final and we fall out of 5th place, yeah, then that I like, because that's you being very thorough in your search for players, if that makes sense. You're doing your due diligence. You're not just going, this is our number one target, because your number one targets could be a Mike Mainan, a Gyökeres, a Morgan Rogers. And then if you don't get Champions League, you're left scrambling. But you're getting a mix of names, which, if you look at some of the names, you very much could tell, okay, this is probably if we get Champions League. This one's probably if we don't, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about making sure they've got their lists in order. Champions League, non-Champions League. And then they can go, okay, we got this, so we focus here. Oh, we didn't get it, unfortunately, so we'll focus on these targets instead, because they're more likely to join us.
I mean, next season will be very, very crucial to Chelsea's development trajectory. I would say we are doing much better. If you get Champions League, Chelsea get Champions League, that's what I say, the icing on the cake. We're supposed to get Champions League. Going to Forest won't be that easy, but the boys have to really stand up and wake up and then show their superiority over Nottingham Forest. Go there and beat them, and then qualify for Champions League. It won't be easy, but I believe the guys can do it. Nehemiah, big up to Nehemiah. Nehemiah said, I saw a news where we're sending Sancho back to Man United today. I think he's done. He's done United. He's done. United finish. I mean, okay. I've got that one. I've got that one from Nehemiah. Thank you, Nehemiah. And big up to my brother again. Yes, Makeem, aka Drake. Say that, Drake. Drakey. All right, Makeem, I hope you're doing well. And Nehemiah, you're doing good as well. All right, we're still discussing any rumors or any opinion regarding ROGERS. I thought he was a striker, so I made that video thinking. But like I said, I can still make that comparison, because if you have Jackson, instead of sending Jackson away, because you have Jackson there, you have Nkunku, and you have Magui also in there at the same time, then you're gonna go bring in another striker, which maybe Magui will go on loan. When he gets better, he can return. But I prefer playing Jackson as a winger if you're going to bring in the striker. Jackson is that good. He can play. He's very, very good in those little pockets, small spaces. He's also good in handling the ball. So Jackson, train him, put him on the left-hand side, let him play as a left winger, compete with Pedro Neto, and bring in a top striker instead of going to bring in Morgan Rogers, who plays as a number 10, who can also play as a left winger. But then you have Estavio Williams next season. You have Cole Palmer, who can also play on the right-hand side, where he was that good under Mauricio Pochettino. This season hasn't been that great, although when he plays as a 10 and also plays on the right wing, he hasn't. I think he was that good beginning of the season, around 7 games. But after that, he has, he was dropped down a bit, but he's still contributing.
Let's be honest.
You said what, Steven?
He's been good all season. He just hasn't had players getting on the end of his chances.
No, when I'm saying that he hasn't been that great this season, I'm comparing this season and last season, what he did for Chelsea last season.
But he's still like top 2 in the league for like chances created and stuff.
I'm talking about goals, where he really makes his name last season.
His job isn't to get goals. Yes, getting goals is a massive help.
I actually hate when you say that. Player. I actually hate when you say his job is not to score goals.
You're missing the point, right? The priority for him is to create chances for the striker, right?
Right.
He's your creative player. That's why I'm saying his priority isn't the goals. His priority is to create the chances for the attacker, right? For the striker. And he's been doing that.
But when he gets those one-on-one chances and some clear chances that we knew that last season he could bury them, this season he's been missing those chances.
Because he didn't have the confidence. Here's what it is.
Which That's what I'm saying. That he's been
got to
missing
bang the
for a
winner
while.
on Sunday and get us to Champions League football.
Banging the winner. Matt Cucurella, my man of the moment at this moment.
Might do it,
This guy, yeah.
Palmer or Cucurella get the winner on Sunday and Chelsea going Champions League.
Cucurella, the smallest player on the pitch, scoring goals through headers.
But do you know what's funny about this, right? Do you remember, I want to say it was the Brentford home game, right? I think Cucurella scored the diving header against Brentford in the home game, yeah?
Yeah.
And Maresca said it was part of the plan because of how the opposition set up. It was to get Cucurella sort of sneaking in at the back post, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very similar, but in a more crowded area against Man United, right? It does prove that Maresca has been able to adapt things based on opposition.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that many times. Not Ruben Amorim.
Also, I said it at the start. I said, well, not necessarily start. I have said it before, though, that it very much is kind of like a Frank Lampard situation with Maresca, where he's only had one full season of management, and then Chelsea have gone, yeah, we'll take him. So he's still learning on the job. You see how Lampard got Coventry playing, right? When he first went there, I think he was still playing like a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 type formation, yeah?
Yeah.
Then it wasn't necessarily getting the results. And then, if I remember rightly, he switched to a back three and they went on a mad run, and that's basically how they ended up in playoffs. Because he'd learned his lessons and he was able to adapt and go, okay, this isn't working for what I have. Now I'm going to use this. And it got them to the playoffs. Granted, they got eliminated. It is what it is. That's unfortunate. It was last minute in extra time before it went to penalties. You can't do anything about that. That's the second most unluckiest thing that could possibly happen to you in a playoff game other than losing on penalties is conceding with literally 10 seconds to go.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Guys, Stephen G is right here with us. We are looking into some interesting topics, and we're talking about, Tottenham Hotspur winning their first ever trophy for a very, very long time.
It's not their first ever. It's not their first ever.
I mean, we're talking about a number of years. First trophy in about 20 years or 50 years.
17 years.
17 years. So I don't remember they beat us. They beat us somewhere around 96. So was it 96, Stephen?
What?
Was it 96 they beat us for the league trophy?
No, that was 2008. 17 years ago.
Yeah. So Tottenham Hotspur, but how long will it take them to win another trophy? They've done a great job. They've done a great job over Manchester United.
20 years.
Yeah. 5 years. But anyway, 20. We're still on going through some few topics. Tottenham Hotspur's winning trophy, and also Chelsea link with Morgan Rogers, English international, 22 years old player. 8 goals scored so far, 10 assists, 36 games started so far for Villa. Then think of market value, very, very high, about 100 million. But some also are reporting 53 million. But I know you're never going to get Morgan Rogers for 53 million. Yeah, but there's more to discuss here. The name here, he said if Sancho doesn't start on Sunday, he's going for that moment. But as I said, more to cover on Blueclouds Media Show. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second.
Yeah, Need, just quick on that.
So we are back again. Stephen G, go for it. I know you were about to say something.
Yeah, like you say, if he doesn't start on Sunday, he's gone, right? He's been playing and starting a lot of our games. He only didn't play against Man U because obviously he wasn't able to because of he can't play against his parent club.
But I think they have to scrap it. They have to scrap not playing against the parent club. Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work in Europe.
You can't do that. No, that's got to stay as a rule.
I mean, it has to change.
No. Here's what I think.
You want to see how?
No, Need.
You want to see how your player
is the solution in league matches. Yeah, in league matches, you shouldn't be able to play against your parent club, right? In cup matches, you should be able to. Because in the Champions League, players are allowed to play against their loan club. But in all cup games, you should be able to, but not in a league season.
What's the difference? In cup games, there's an elimination. In the league game, there is point gaining. What difference does it make?
Neat. You think if a player thinks he's going back there, he's not going to, like, there's people who do. I'm not saying all players do this. Just put it this way. There are some players who would match fix and do match fix and just haven't been called. We know this, right?
Yeah.
So if you allow them to play in the league game, say they've got final game of the season, yeah, and they're playing against their parent club and both are up for Champions League place, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's to say the players not just go randomly drop a stinker?
Well, if it happened, then you can tell that I sent you alone to be better. Play against me. Let me see how good you can do, or you can perform against me. And you drop a stinker means that you don't deserve to be in my squad next season. I have to send you back, or I have to send you on loan. To me, that's how I see it. We send players out on loan to get better, to get game time, and you have a chance to play against your parent club, which you're eligible to do that if they change the rules, and you bottle it. To me, I don't think that sounds well. Just like I like the way they've changed the rules in Europe, where if you're on loan, just like what's his name, Asensio did with Paris Saint-Germain, he was on loan from PSG to Aston Villa, but with UEFA rules, he has a chance to play against his parent club, and he played and he did well. Although they did not qualify, he put in his best.
That UEFA rule has screwed Chelsea in the past, by the way.
How? Can you remind me?
When Thibaut Courtois was on loan at Atletico Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
It cost Chelsea.
Because they played against Chelsea.
It cost Chelsea because of their backup wasn't of the same level. So if Courtois was ineligible, we would most likely gone through given the level of their backup. But because Courtois was able to play, I believe, if I remember rightly, he ended up making loads of good saves and it ended up eliminating us.
But the same thing I was talking about, Steven. It screwed us. But one way or the other, player showed his worth, what he's capable of doing. And that's why Chelsea recalled him from his international duty. I mean, his loan spell at Atletico Madrid.
Didn't re-quit. He came back, and then I think he still went on another loan after that year. I can't remember exactly. But when he did come back,
I think from Atletico Madrid he came to Chelsea before he went to Madrid.
When he did come back, he was back up to Czech for a season, and then Czech went to Arsenal, and then Courtois became our number one.
But when he joined us, he was what do you call it? He was from Atletico Madrid.
No, when he initially joined us.
Big up, Ronnie. Big up, Steven.
Right.
Where have you been, man? It's been a while.
No, I've been busy, pal. Been busy.
Be busy. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
man.
Actually, this is my second stream in a while, so yeah, I haven't been in a stream for a very long time.
Yeah, like you ain't been watching, really. You've been around Africa, ain't you?
Yeah, I did. I traveled.
Yeah, man. Big up. Look what I've got there. Bottle jobs at Arsenal goal.
Bar win trophies.
Yeah, bear win trophies. Bear
win trophies.
Yeah, bear win trophies, meaning they're trophies. Arsenal are Spursy.
You forget how many
and
community
Spursy are Arsenal. Huh?
You forget how many community shields they got.
Oh yeah, that's the European Champions League, though, isn't it? You'll never sing that.
But
hey, do you know what?
I don't get how Arsenal can just move from title contenders, challenging to title contenders to just falling down from the grace, that winning, ending the whole season without a trophy. Ending the whole season without a trophy. I don't know how to do that.
It's now history of Arsenal.
Marco Arteta win.
Bottle job, FC.
Hang on, I've got a nice image for you guys. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, you can share that when you're ready. Just share that, and I will let it in.
I'm ready.
Okay.
London is blue.
Oh, that
Nick.
one.
London is blue, isn't it?
No, right now it's white for now.
No,
Oh, yes, for what?
one
No,
trophy. don't make
London always was going to be
Hey,
London.
Nee,
London always
what do you notice here? What do you notice?
I noticed 2 teams winning 1 trophy, and those another 3 team over there who has won that trophy. Chelsea will be part of it, maybe. Villa.
No, that's why Chelsea are in the. That's why Chelsea are in the mix one of the Champions League and the Europa, because Chelsea won both, Liverpool won both, Man U won both. So when you're in the middle of a section, it means
the
you've won
subset of those two. Of those two.
Yeah. So if Chelsea win the Conference League, they'll be bang in the middle because it overlaps in all 3 sections.
Okay, so if Chelsea wins this one, this part over here.
If Chelsea wins Conference League, they're here.
Yeah, they'll be right there.
Yeah.
So they will be superior above everyone.
Arsenal, where's your Europa League? Even Ipswich have got one.
Ipswich. Oh, Ipswich.
Even Ipswich got one. Where's Arsenal?
Got one.
Wait,
Yeah. Where did they win that? Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say, yeah. That night in Istanbul, that night in Munich, that night in Bilbao, that night we beat Real Madrid away from home.
Oh, that was the was it the Super Cup?
Arsenal is that night we beat Real Madrid away from home in the Champions League, yeah? Tottenham is that night in Bilbao. Chelsea is that night in Munich. Liverpool and Man City are both that night in Istanbul because both won a big one in Istanbul. But Arsenal's is literally that night in Real Madrid when they eliminated them because they beat them away from home.
Right. Oh, let me ask Dan. Dan is joining us here all the way in London.
Also,
Dan, not London, sorry. Dan, where are you? What's the location?
Trophies.
What was that, Stephen?
What's that, Steve?
European trophy. It's a Conference League, but it's a European trophy.
Yeah. Could I just ask you, did you do this, Steve? This is a circle, yeah? This is 3 circles.
I didn't make this.
Okay. Whoever's made this is a circle. A circle of clubs that won European football. The UEFA Conference League was West Ham. Yeah. The UEFA European was Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United, and Ipswich. I think Liverpool won it as well, didn't they?
Won what one?
The UEFA European one.
Yeah, that's why Man U, Chelsea, and Liverpool were in the section where it.
In the section of circles. And then apart from the Champions League, we've won the Champions League. Liverpool's won it. Man United's won it. Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, and Man City. But why is Arsenal done the? Oh, I see it. Arsenal.
Yeah, they're right there.
They're not there in the circle because they can't reach the circle of the European trophy. Because that's why you call them the circle of bottle jobs. The circle of life. That's what you get. It's called the circle of European life. That's it,
Just wait. After Wednesday, Chelsea will find themselves right here in the middle. After Wednesday, Chelsea will find themselves right there in the middle besides where they are right now. They'll be the only team in a different subset of all those circles in there. But Dan, whilst I have you here, I got a question for you. Chelsea are showing interest in on this player, Morgan Rogers. What do you make of it? Do you think that is something that Chelsea have to push him for regarding the players that they have already? He plays as a 10 and as a left
winger. Yeah, yes, yeah. Go for him. Literally, go for him, Lee. He's a quality. The way you will see him at Middlesbrough, he used to play for Middlesbrough, right, in the cup against us, in the FA Cup. Yeah, he was outstanding.
League Cup.
Yeah, it was the League Cup, wasn't it? Yeah, the League Cup, outstanding. Yeah. I thought we were going to lose that in the second leg, but after that we came and destroyed them. But he's improved since he's been at Aston Villa, knee. And the thing is, if Aston Villa makes the Champions League for next season, do they go and sell him, or do they go and keep him?
They got financial fair play issues apparently, so they need to sell some players.
Okay, but if that's the case, then Steve, yeah, I don't think they'll sell their best quality players with Unai and Emery because he's been outstanding for Aston Villa all the season.
They might not have a
And
choice.
he was a team of he could be in the team of the season this season because the way he's performed for Aston Villa in the 10 or the left wing, he's been playing both sides for Aston Villa. Roughly guess, I think he scored at least about 12 goals this season and something like 9 assists. And for that stat of him is outstanding.
10 assists.
Oh, is it 10 assists? Yeah. Well, I thought it was like 9 or 10. Right. So it's outstanding performance what he's been doing, and he's what 21, 22 years of age.
22, about to be 23 if I remember rightly from what I said.
Okay, that's it then. So 23 this year. Is he better than Nuno Madueke? I'll say yes. Is he better than the tile of like Nuno Madueke? Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but he frustrates me now and again. But we need top players that like that coming to Chelsea. We've got a bit of a flow, a bit of skill, a bit of mentality. All I'm saying, and a bit of strength. Where as a number 10, we got Cole Palmer. This season, Cole Palmer's lost his will, but next season we might see Cole Palmer be better with performance. So, are they going to buy Rogers for a winger, or is he going to be part as a 10? If that's the part of a 10, then why don't you keep Joe Felix? Because that's the number 10 role there, Joe Felix. So you've got Joe Felix, as a 10. So we don't need another 10 while we got Joe Felix. If we're gonna buy him as a winger, then it's a good idea to keep that thing. But then also, what do we do with Sancho?
Send him back.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say. Oh, Jordan Sancho, I would not send him back. Since he's been with us, he's been doing good. Yes, he might not score the people go by GX and GA goals. Yeah, I don't go by that. I don't go by GA and I don't go by GX. I go back with the mentality and about the proving of the style of a player who plays on the pitch. And the guy this season has got more assists. Apart from Cole Palmer, he has more assists than Nuno Madueke and Pedro Neto. I think next season, if we qualify to the Champions League next season, and build and get a better structure, a better experienced top players like Osimhen or anyone like good in that team for next season, and Jadon Sancho's in that team, you'll see a different Jadon Sancho. Like with Borussia Dortmund. Look how good he was. He got to Dortmund into the final of the Champions League.
That's the Farmers League. He does well in the Farmers League where he has to speak.
No, I'm not on about the Bundesliga's league, Nee. I'm on about the Champions League. Champions League's not a Farmers League, isn't it?
It is. Champions League is a Farmers League.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Nee.
Well, look at
Tottenham Hotspur. Champions League.
Look, the Europa League has a lot of teams in the beginning of the season, at beginning of the competition. They've all been wiped away. Arguably the worst performing teams in the Premier League, which is Manchester United, 17th and 18th, those two teams, 17th or something, the 17th and 16th.
They're 16th in the league.
Those two, the most worst team in the Premier League ended up playing in the Europa League competition. And when you go in there, I'm sure there are better teams in Europa League.
Champions League is the Farmers League. You're wrong. How could Champions League be the Farmers League? You're playing big.
No, I'm not really Champions League per se. I'm not talking about Champions League per se, but Europe. European sometimes is very, very tricky.
But I'm not talking about European. I'm saying if Jordan Sancho, when he was at Dortmund, look what he did in the Champions League. And you said the Champions League is the Farmers League.
I did say that. That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily the Champions League, but I'm talking about Europe.
But bro, how could the Champions League be the Farmers League where you got big top class? Big top class.
I just explained myself. I don't really mean the Champions League. Dan.
Yeah, but it might be a Farmers League for Real Madrid because look how many times Real Madrid won the Champions League.
Yes, Steven.
Just quick, Sancho only has 4 assists in the Prem for us this season.
All season done. It's not
Palmer
good enough.
has 8 Premier League assists.
No,
Enzo has 7.
look at you, but you're talking about the Premier League.
That's one of the reasons why we're struggling right now, because our wingers are not contributing much assists and goals. That's one of the reasons why
you're talking about you're just talking about the Premier League. And all comps, if you look at all comps, it's assists.
Yeah.
He's got loads of it. He's got a bit more assists in there, yeah. But Sancho Sancho never gets first pick in a team. He only gets first pick in like he's got first pick sometimes twice in.
He's got
in
4 assists
he's a bench player.
and 4 assists in the Conference League.
Yeah, that's good. 8 assists.
Conference League, bro.
Three
Conference League.
Came across the 2 legs against Legia.
Yeah, but assist is assist, mate. Assist is assist,
Yeah,
and the way he
right at the same time, nearly half of his assists in the season overall came across 2 legs against Legia.
Yeah, but Stephen, but you've got to understand the compact of Chelsea Football Club. When Sancho gets to that ball and puts the ball in there, how's he going to get assists when the crap bum Nicholas Jackson is never in the box? Half the time when he puts the ball in the box, half our bum of the players what we've got now are never there. If he had Victor Osimhen and he went across that, a proper main quality striker will have got that ball, header it, and into a goal. He'll get more assists. But because we ain't got good players in that role to be in every single time, if you watch games, you always see, Nuni Madueke put the ball in. There's no players in the box. There's never ever a player in the box in our in attacking box. They're always outside the box. So if someone's going to put a ball in there and no one's up there, how do you expect him to get the assist? The thing is, when Santos dribbled players and took them on to cross it into the box, no player's never there in the box. The distractor. If we could get a team like Osimhen, who knows how to run into a box, or a Gyökeres, or any top players in that team will be like being that, and Sancho, he'll get assists and that would be a goal. But the team what we've got for a minute, they're not good enough. I looked at Postatny since the away games.
Yeah,
we're 11th in the table. We haven't won an away game for ages in the Premier League. We're 11th in the table.
Mm-hmm.
We're far off top, yeah. And there's a stat about it, right? Yeah. And that's worse. We got Forest on Sunday away to Forest. We have to go and win that just to make sure we get qualified for next season in the Champions League. If we don't win that, and Man City, Aston Villa, Newcastle, we go drop down to 7th. There's no European football for us in the Champions League. We're back to square one. So even though if we draw against Nottingham Forest, we've made UCL. But a draw or a win would be good. But the thing is, we need to make sure the high level for this Sunday, it has to be free. And if we do make Champions League, we might get if it's true that they're interested in Morgan Rogers. It's a good price for Rogers to be at Chelsea because their structure there is good at wing, and we're going to have Madueke because Madueke is no way coming back to Chelsea Football Club, and the only most left winger we've only got there is Sancho, and then or sometimes we have Nuni Madueke or Pedro can play as a left wing, but we all know Pedro Neto is better on the right instead of on the left. And that's why with Aston Villa, because the question is all about is Morgan Rogers, that's what it's all about, the question. If Aston Villa makes the Champions League, they sell Morgan Rogers for next season? I don't think it'll happen, mate. I think they'll keep their best players. I know they're in the financial display, but they have more other players in Aston Villa that they could go and sell who don't get hardly any games in the Premier League. They probably get 1 or 2 in a game in the Premier League and sometimes in the Cup. And they've got players that earn quite good money to go somewhere else to get the money. You know what I mean, Lee? Listen, the thing is, ROGERS, he's a cracking player, mate. He's a cracking player. I would love to see him at Chelsea, but we don't know. We don't know. This is built around the corner. We don't know. That's all I always say to other people. When we sign players, just wait when they're at Coburn when they're holding a t-shirt. Soon you know what players that holding the t-shirt. I'm happy you're there for Chelsea. That's it. That's it for me, boy.
Thank you very much, Dan. Stephen, is there anything you want to add to it, to what Dan just said?
I wasn't in the room. I missed the majority of that.
Oh,
that's why I went on mute so that I weren't here.
Yeah, I didn't see it. But anyway, Dan have made a whole lot of valuable points, and it makes a lot of sense from what Dan was saying. But I don't know. Sancho, to me, I was thinking he has a whole season with Chelsea, but still hasn't done enough. But it's up to the manager, what the manager think, whether he think he can still be part of the team and he can still improve next season. It's all up to the manager. But to me, I feel like we need one that is more explosive, who will be much more better suitable for the league. I don't think Sancho is good for the English league because he has struggled with United, and he's still struggling with Chelsea. But he is good.
Man United, crap. And he's been at Chelsea for 1 season, and he's a Chelsea player. What people look at Cole Palmer last season, Lee. Look how standing he was. So good. Look what
he's still good. He's still good, Dan. He's still good.
He ain't still good because this season he was crap. He was poor. We have to criticize Cole Palmer. We have to criticize.
No, look at the statistics.
We have to.
His contribution assist. Look at the assist.
From the beginning of December until I think it was the beginning of February, In about 13 games, he created about 30 chances and nobody scored them.
Yeah, those are big chances. Yeah, so that's why I'm telling you that. I said the same thing, Dan. I said the same thing with Steven earlier on before you joined. That his performance hasn't been that good. I was trying to compare his performance this season to last season when he was banging in goals. But then his main job is to create. That's why he's in that 10 role. Is to create and give chances to the likes of Sancho, who doesn't take on shots. He doesn't even kick a shot. He always wants to walk a ball into the back of the net. And sometimes Madueke does the same thing. But the one time that he tried, he got a goal. You get what I'm saying? But he has created, Palmer has created a lot of chances for these players to score, but they are missing chances. It's not on Palmer.
Yeah, but no knee.
Also, that's also
hang on. So what Steve just said, yeah?
Yeah.
It's just made a funny point, right? You're talking about Cole Palmer. It's created amount of things, but no one hasn't been in the box. So when Sancho's done it, no one hasn't been in the box. So, but the thing is, Cole Palmer, you got to have to admit, he has been poor this season. He's been
poor.
He's been terrible this season.
I don't understand your way of him being poor.
Last season, the stats, he literally got golden ball, let's say, Eden Haaland, and did a lot of assists. This season, he hasn't been that great. He hasn't been good. What? Because he scored 1 penalty, in so many games against what? Who was it who scored a penalty when everyone was celebrating?
Done.
Look what Liverpool. Liverpool.
Palmer is not a striker, Dan. Palmer is not a striker. He's a creative player, number 10. And most of number 10s don't get many goals unless he's not exceptional.
He's still the way he was last season. Exactly the same. He was still playing at that role and scoring more goals. You have to.
That's what I'm saying, Dan. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to compare last season and this season, the goals are the things that makes last season performance and this season performance. This season he's created more chances and even created assists than he even did last season. Yeah, but the goals is what he hasn't scored.
No one hasn't been in the box for it. It's like when Jordan Sancho has done that to create the chances to people in the box. No, it hasn't been there in the box to do it. So Sancho's only been with us for one season, right? Next season, we might see Sancho come out and ball out for us. Come out and ball out
Only if
for
the
us.
manager wants to keep him. Only if the manager thinks he can do a good job for him next season.
But the thing with Enzo Maresca, what we have to say about is if he don't win the Conference League and he don't finish this top four and get his Champions League, the thing is he'll be sacked. He has to get sacked. He has to get sacked. And the thing is, the owners will sack him if he don't win the final and don't make us and don't finish top four on Sunday. He has to be sacked because this season was where to get the Champions League. If we didn't make Champions League, FFP is going to be on our back next season. So whoever the other manager who comes in, they might want to keep Sancho that knows his abilities. They like the Dortmund manager. I won't bring him at Chelsea because he's a good manager. He's like, and he knows Sancho. There's other top managers out there could know how to work with Sancho. And next season, Cole Palmer, I'm not sticking up for Cole Palmer. He has been poor this season. But next season, I know Cole Palmer. Huh?
If you want to talk about managers that know players, yeah? Okay, here's my counter to that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Counter to you could get a manager that knows him, right? You had Ten Hag buying Ajax and turning Man United into Ajax FC. How did that turn out for them? He knows the players, but the issue is, are the players suitable for the league or not, right? It's not just as simple as the player knows the manager knows player performs, right? Because how many players did they buy from Ajax? 5, maybe more?
What, at Man United? Well, Man United are in the mud. They're just clowns. They're just crap. Man United are crap.
You know what,
but then you could say that then, Steve. So you're talking about Ten Hag knowing the players at Ajax and bought the players for Ajax to Man United. They won 2 back-to-back finals in a cup, FA Cup. They won 2 back-to-back FA Cups with the Ajax players that he knew from Ajax.
Okay, but then
the point is, wait there, hang on. Let me know. I'll let you come in. So the players that he knew from Ajax, who won 2 back-to-backs FA Cup, soon Amorim came in. All Man United fans were saying about how much they was cheerful for Amorim to come into Man United. What Amorim did for Man United? That manager's a fraud. He has to be sacked. The way the players what Ten Hag got with that team, won the FA Cup 2 back-to-backs. Amorim's got them to bottom and lost the European on the other night against Tottenham. That Tottenham were crying out for that manager, and as we know, Tottenham. Everyone hates Tottenham. Everyone knows that Tottenham are in the mud. Goes to wins the UEFA for the first time. But if that was me as a manager, I would have said to the Tottenham fans, I've won you a successful European Cup for 17 years. I could now say from some affair, I'm gonna fuck off and let you realise who won you that UEFA European Cup. Because Man United, you're talking about Man United, about players, managers, no players, Steve. But Ten Hag knew the players from Ajax, and he won 2 back-to-back. There's no if and buts. He's still with the players what he had from Ajax, who went to Man United, won a major trophy, FA Cup, back-to-back.
Why did it work out for him in the league instead of just one-off games? It didn't. It didn't work for him in the league. It just worked in one-off games.
The thing in the league, Premier League is a tough. You got to play. There's tough games. You've got top big clubs, plays every day in the Premier League. Yeah, it is a tough game in the Premier League. So if the injuries, like people like Man United do, make excuse for injuries. They need their players apparently because they've got hardly injury. Tottenham was the same. They had about 6 or 7 injuries all this season and still went and won a UEFA European Cup. No matter what, a Premier League is the best league in the world. That is a fast-paced football. Yes, and football players like that don't adapt it. But Jordan Sancho is still, if you go still look, Steve, he's still is the top front three tiers as a left winger. Still got more assists than any of their front three and more goals in their front three since he's left Man United to come to Chelsea. The thing with Sancho, everyone's getting fired. The thing he don't hardly get first minutes of the game sometimes. He's always off the bench. He comes off the bench. When he gets on the bench, like you said, like Cole Palmer has created more chances and assists this season, but no one has him in the box. So how's that unfair for Cole Palmer not to be criticised because no one has in the box? But then it comes to
fair or unfair? Is it fair or unfair?
Unfair. No, I'm saying it's unfair. How could people criticise Sancho when he has tried
numbers out despite the fact that players?
Yeah, but Steve, what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Let me know, and I'll let you come in. But the thing with people criticise Sancho, people criticise
you talk for a while now.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I want to finish my point. People are criticising then Cole Palmer. Oh yeah, he's created enough chances, but no one ain't been in the box. That's the worst will come out. But so is Jordan Sancho. He's done that, but no one ain't been in the box. So how could he get more assists where there's no person to get in the box? Like Nicholas Jackson, he's the waste of a player. He needs to be gone. The way against Newcastle United, Cole Palmer and that were poor. They were poor, And Jackson, the way he got sent off, that was a 3-point against Newcastle, and we ended up losing it. And people say that we beat Liverpool because Liverpool were pissed. And Liverpool were pissed. They were drunk. They celebrated the Premier League. They didn't really clean. But we still beat them 3-1. Fair dues. Well played. Well to us. We won Liverpool. But if Liverpool had they did what? How many changes? About 6 or 7 changes for Liverpool. But Liverpool had their full proper main squad now. I think we would have lost that game, Lee. We would have lost it.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Wherever you're watching us from, my name is Nizam with Stephen G and our good friend Chelsea, true and true, Dan. If you see his name that right there, no one will tell you. He's a true and true Chelsea supporter. If you're watching us live on X, don't forget you can join us here on YouTube. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As usual. And also big up to our man here, Aiden. Aiden, if I should pronounce the last name very well, I'll go by Aiden. Says now on the channel here, lads, KTBFFH. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Aiden, for joining us on the show. Here, I want to hear more from you guys. I've also sent the link right there in the comment section below if you want to participate in today's conversation, which is a few more conversation we've talked about. We got how many more minutes to go? We literally do an hour 30 minutes, so we have literally about 20 maybe would I say 18 minutes or something like that? I can't get my time 18, right. 18 right, 18 more minutes to go. We'll call it today. So if you want to be part, you want to contribute to what we have on the show today, feel free. The link is right there. Click on it and join us here. Aiden, big up to Aiden for joining us here on the show. Thank you very much. Joining us here, be part of it. And also, like I said, if you're watching us on X, you can, if you don't feel comfortable on X, join us on YouTube. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media on YouTube, and also keep your bell notification icon active at all times so you wouldn't miss anything from the show regarding transfer news. And you all know summer is right here. World Club competition is also there. Transfer news will be bumping up. Lots of links already. Rodrigo has been there, linked with Chelsea, and also the return of Rudiger. Yes, no nonsense, Rudiger, return of him. Yeah. Do you want to see him back at Chelsea? So if you have interest, you want to share that with us, click on the link, join us here in the studio, and share your thoughts on it. So thank you, guys. So thank you very, very much. Aiden, thank you very much. Nehemiah, if you're still there watching, Nehemiah said that I want Sancho to stay. To be honest, he has improved. He has some assists and goals. I don't think he has really improved that much.
The only way he should stay, just quickly, the only way he should stay is if he's not going to be the starter and we do get someone like ROGERS who could potentially play in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking with Rodrigo.
Aiden said that we need Osme. One more from Aiden. Says we need Osme, a left back, a centre back, and a goalkeeper in the summer.
Left wing.
Oh, left wing, yeah.
Also,
left
did they do
wing
a
in
super
the
chat
summer.
thing as well? Did they? Is that them that did that?
Do what, Steven?
You had it on the screen a second ago.
Which one?
Yeah, just above it. No, one below it.
One below it. This.
Yeah.
What is it?
Isn't that a super chat thing?
Yeah, it's a super chat. Someone paid you $29 for a super chat.
Is that a super? What does it come this? What does it?
I don't know what currency it is, but
yeah, the appearance is a bit different. But yeah, it deserves some applause on that platform. Why not? Come on, why not? Why not? Thank you very much. I saw it. I thought it was just a chat. Yeah, thank you very much for supporting us here on the platform.
Well done, mate.
Aiden,
Well
thank
done.
you. Really appreciate your support. You know, we always say we don't ask for these things. We don't. We just love what we like doing here, but we want to hear more of you. We want to have more of you on the platform. And if you want to support the platform, whichever way you can, I'd like to see you more instead of a donation. But that is okay. Thank you very much for your support. We love you. We thank you for doing it. And we know that you're doing it from your heart. Yes. Want to have you more. Want to hear from you if you have chance. If you have any time, you're free, feel free to join us. We're not that difficult people to deal with. Steven and I, Dan, we always here all the time. DJ and the others will come over here to discuss football. So thank you very much for your donation. And if you can help me out, what currency is that? I would like to know more of the currency. I don't really care about the number, but I want to see the currency.
It's like the Egypt. I think he's like from somewhere in India. That's the Indian logo.
Yeah. But thank you very much, Aiden, for the wonderful contribution here. And we have like Makeem also joining us on the show. We still got time. We got time for before we leave the show today. Welcome to the show, Mr. Makeem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On time today. On time. On time.
That's right. That's right. How's everybody? Everybody okay?
Absolutely. Everyone is doing well.
I'll be back in about 2 minutes. So
yes,
don't
Steven.
ask me any
yes,
questions.
Steven. Don't take too long so we can we'll all get the point and then try and wrap up.
Yeah, I'm literally
we got time. We got time
to another room and I'll be back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get microphone to Makeem. Let him flow. Makeem, there's been some few I don't know, before we get into the Morgan Rogers link to Chelsea, let me know what's your thoughts. Did you watch the game? Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. Let me know what your thoughts are on that game.
Yes. I love to watch the ultimate crumble, crackling down, the 17th battle with the 16th. It was beautiful to see. It was entertaining. And it's nice to see a car crash when you're not involved, You just have to watch it, And to be honest, outside of Man United losing, I absolutely went and watched my friends streaming, my Arsenal friends. So I spent a lot of time there, antagonizing, and getting under the skin, just to let them know that, you won't sing it, you won't sing it. It's rich. It's rich. That's the level, That's the level. You can't Chelsea, London is blue from now on and it will stay blue. So it was nice that stamp was made yesterday, and very poor performance for both teams. It was a S housery on both sides, but it was good to watch. It was good to watch. It was very refreshing to see how low a team can go from the highest.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
When you not been able to defending from Tottenham though, Makeem?
Sorry?
Well, you not think that was good defending because the result was, and a result for a game like that, isn't a result. Look at us back in our day where we used to park the bus with Jose Mourinho and get the results to win the title.
Yeah, but in the European final, that's nasty, That's disgusting.
And plans what he did, it's good defending from Tottenham, making sure that Man United score. So
because they're usually offensive, aren't they? You're right, yeah. They're usually offensive. They adapted, yeah. But
Because
yeah, it was a
Tottenham,
good crumble though.
do you know Tottenham's done Man United 3 times this season in the Premier League?
Crazy work.
That's crazy, isn't it? 3 times, yeah. And Tottenham are
Hmm.
attacking football. And he actually did a defensive play style in the final in the UEFA, and it worked and got the result over the line.
Crazy, crazy. Um, uh, but
Yeah.
it's United. You know, it could get better for them. They just need to change a few things, and in the future, that it will happen in a couple years.
It's going to take a lot. It's not going to take a little. They need a lot.
I was gonna say, yesterday we did talk about this yesterday, and I did say that it would take about 5 transfer window, which include this window, for Man United to reset and start playing. I mean, get challenging for anything. I mean, I won't get the Europa, the Conference League. They can get there. I mean, their levels, because the intensity in the Premier League give them that kind of upper edge when they go to Europe to win trophies from Europe. But are they good enough to play in the Premier League? I don't think they are. One, I've said this, the manager himself is not helping, making things complicated. And if you hear what the manager says every time, if I feel like he doesn't want to be here. He doesn't want a job, because he's saying, I'm not going to change my way. I'm going to play the same way I'm playing and do the same thing that I do all the time. But what are you thinking, mate? What do you
We've
think,
been through
manager?
this. We did this.
Whatever you're doing is not helping you win games. It's not helping you win games. So you have to adjust certain things until you get the players that you want. Then you can play. You can play your way, because it's right now. It's like, if it's not his way, then no other way.
Yeah, that's true. We
Trying
do
to
this as
play
well, though.
Maguire as a striker, it's also not helping.
Yeah, it's insane. That is insane.
Do you know what's funny?
Maguire.
If they do get the right players, it can work for them. Their issue now is that who are they going to get as a manager now? Southgate. If they get Southgate and they struggle to recruit because of their financial fair play issues, there is, and I'm not even saying this as a Chelsea fan, based on what's happened this season, and the players they have, and if their financial fair play is as bad as it sounds from what Ornstein said earlier, in the Q&A, then they could literally be fighting relegation again if they get someone like a Southgate.
100%.
As bad as it
But it's
looks
disrespectful, though.
on paper, they'd be better off keeping Amarin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But imagine if Ange if Ange just decides to resign and leave. I'd
be laughing.
This is what I said to Bakim, yeah? All right? I said to Steve.
Aiden, thank you very much, Aiden, for your comments. It's Nottingham Forest will be tough, but not impossible. It means that it'll be a difficult game, but it's not something that Chelsea cannot overcome. Aiden went ahead and said that big up Angie. It says big Angie did say he wins trophies in his second season, which indeed everyone was on Angie. But finally, whatever he said, he was really spot on.
He was spot on.
It's so sad that he was correct.
Like I say, right? What's I say? Basically, where you see if Man United, right, they spent over nearly 105 million on 2 strikers, Turkey and High John, right? That's a lot of money on 2 strikers that hasn't been adapting in a Man United. And with Amarim's system for United, you clearly know that has not worked. And Costa Angelo, like I said to McKinney and I said to Steve to me, if that was me, as now, because as you see Tottenham fans been crying so much, they wanted this manager out the way the Premier League was.
Wait, they're eating their words right now, bro.
They are eating their words because I just want to quickly say on this one, right? Even though they had the worst record of 21 losses in the Premier League, does that still say to your mind, Tottenham fans, you've had a better season? Even though where you were in the league, have you had a better season to go win a European trophy? Because you fans have gone out there so much bitchy and crying that you want this manager out of the club for where he put you in a position in the Champions League relegation battle, like the top three. I understand the top three mark of the bottom list: Ipswich, Southampton, and Leicester. If they weren't that poor this season and actually bought players and actually stood up, these two teams, Man United and Tottenham, would have actually fought in relegation battle and gone into the Championship.
Legit.
Dan, do
But
you want to know what's funny about it?
go on.
If Tottenham lose on the final day,
Yeah.
and if I think it's Ipswich win, Tottenham would have finished only 10 points outside the relegation.
Yeah, 100%. This is what I mean. And so would Man United. Like, I think Man United have been 12.
Man United
13.
are only 1 point more, but we need United to pour everything they have to get us
Steve, I don't think Man United will beat Aston Villa on the last day on Sunday.
I don't think they will. I just think they will definitely go strong because it's the final home game of the season and they won't want to go out with a limp.
Yeah, honestly, true. I've heard a couple of Man United fans thinking our season's done. This team's crap. Aston Villa's because Aston Villa. I think Aston's just going to pull up with a win with that game.
Attitude, basically.
They beat Tottenham the other day.
Yeah,
right,
but Tottenham had actually rotated though. That's the difference.
Yeah,
like Tottenham was a weakened team. It took them till about an hour mark to get a goal against them.
Yeah, and so did Man United. They had the poor with Chelsea, but
the team last night that United played was the same team except from one player as what played against us.
Yeah, I know that, but if the thing with Tottenham would these fan base you've had a better season, and the amount of times you cried out for Ange to be out. If I was Ange now, do you know what I would say to you? If I was at Costa Ange now, right, I will walk out of Tottenham and I'll say, "Sod you lot, I've won you a European Cup that Arsenal's never won."
That is insane.
The amount of times they've been they've been in that twice, and a lot of Sporting Lisbon got knocked out of it. Got to the final, lost to us. Never won a European Cup, and say to the Tottenham fans, "So stick the trophy up your ass. I'm gone.
Crazy.
I'm literally gone.
Bro,
because
wow.
See you lot later. I'm off to another. Yeah. I'm off to a warm country to get a nice managerial job in Italy. Or something.
Yeah.
I'll go
and then also get another manager. We'll do exactly the same thing like Costa Ange, getting fired down to bottom relegation again, and see how you cry with another manager, because you should be happy, fans, and you should be gobsmacked because you've gone and won a European Cup. That Arsenal's never done it. Arsenal, these are Arsenal clowns, these are Arsenal fans, right, have gone so high-headed for the last 5 seasons, and especially Al Klopp said the best team in Premier League. We beat Man City 5-1, we beat Real Madrid 5-1. Real Madrid this season was poor. They had injuries, suffered the injury players, that's why you beat them. That's why they were poor. But when you went to PSG, they turfed you up. No excuse. You Arsenal are trophyless once again with Marco Arteta. and what makes me laugh, a London club, Tottenham, is bad in your club. You being second, like is that your second place trophy? Yeah, you're celebrating second place as a trophy. Nah, mate, your club, you're Mr. Super Legend Marco Arteta, who's got you top 2, have bottled it. Bought the Champions League once again. Bought the UEFA European Cup and all that lot. Bottle every single thing what you guys do. You're Saliba looking at on the ground, not happy that he wants to leave because he knows he's not going to win a trophy. Right? You have no history to talk about Chelsea Football Club or Tottenham, because you are Tottenham now. 20-something years, 23 years, that no successful club, and you're happy one thing about Arteta's done for you is an FA Cup. Chelsea in another Mickey. You could laugh about Chelsea being in a Conference League, but I guarantee you, Arsenal fans, if you was in that, you would
Still wouldn't win
get
it.
knocked out. You get
No,
knocked
they
out
wouldn't
of
win
that
it.
as well.
They wouldn't.
You get knocked out as
No.
well. That.
Do you know what is funny? Tottenham were in the first edition of the Conference League and got knocked out in the group stage.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. So I don't want to hear none of the excuses because you've had injuries. Every single team had injuries. Look at Man City. Man City had injuries, yeah? Every single team have injuries. We've had injuries in the past when we got when we were top of the Premier League first, yeah? Then we end up dropping off. Every team has injuries, but we still go ahead, yeah, with a pedigree that win a trophy. Yes, the last 3 years we haven't done nothing, but God help me, yeah? When everyone was saying, oh, Chelsea's getting in a relegation battle last 3 years ago, but we somehow finished 11th.
Yeah.
But Man United were battering us. Look where you ended up, yeah? No Champions League, no European football, and in near relegation battle. That's the
And you know what, Dan? And Dan, you know what? We could actually repeat what we did in 2012,
yeah.
potentially.
Yes,
You know
100%.
what?
That's insane.
Add to
So
this
that's
real
insane.
quick.
And do you know, and something, Kim and Stephen and Nee,
Yeah.
if we got beat Well Betis, yeah, in the Conference League, a cup is a cup, a European cup. It's still heritage. We're still heritage. Means that we've done every single competition
In
ever
Europe.
Yeah,
in Europe,
we've completed
And
the
every competition
trophy
we could ever
tree.
compete
Trophy
at.
tree.
the trophy tree. We
Do you
have
know what's funny
completed the
though?
trophy tree. So
Dan,
whatever is the Mickey Mouse, right? If you know it's the Mickey Mouse Cup, it's still a European Cup. We've completed every single trophy cabinet that you Arsenal, you Tottenham, or Man United have never done. So do not ever ban the Chelsea Football Club because if we do it on Thursday,
Yeah.
we are London is blue.
Wednesday.
We are London is blue. We are London is blue.
All right,
Just,
Stephen G.
just quick, right?
Stephen. Oh, go ahead, Stephen. Then I'll
Yeah,
take
just
a comment.
quickly before we start wrapping up, right? Couple
Yeah.
of things, right? One, there was I think it was a United fan that was bantering Chelsea a couple of seasons ago, going, it was something like 30 points, you've not hit 30 games, you've not hit 40 points yet. Brother, you're on 37 games on 38 or 39 points. Karma. Also, to the Arsenal fans, right? It must sting real bad because what European trophies have you won? Oh, we've won Intercities fairs or whatever and all that rubbish, yeah? I'm pretty sure Chelsea and Tottenham have both won that as well. Not that it matters because we don't care for that. We've got European heritage. We've got 2 Champions Leagues, mate. Yeah? So it must really pain you to not have a Europa League, yeah? Because now Tottenham fans have got something to hold over you. They don't have much to hold over you, but now they've got something. And you're not going to hear the end of that until you win a Champions League or a Europa League. It'll constantly be, where's your European trophy? Where's your Europa League? We've got one, you don't. And then they're going to keep going on until you win something.
What's the song again, Steve? What's the song again? What's the song?
Until Arsenal win a European trophy, Tottenham fans have got to go, oh, we've got this over you. I'd rather win in Europe.
Hey, Steve, what's the song called again? Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
Oh my God! Genuinely, if Tottenham fans sing that after winning the Europa League next season,
They were singing it against Man United. They were singing against Man United, Arsenal.
All right, let me take this real quick from Aiden. Aiden, right? It says, I can't believe Arsenal fans are still back Mikel Arteta. Surely there is a cult following over there where he also went ahead and said that to Arsenal fans, if Arteta doesn't win a major trophy.
Dan isn't an Arsenal fan. He's got a picture that's mocking Arsenal.
He's not an Arsenal fan. He's not.
What's the update with Chelsea though? Because we're looking reckless in the transfer windows. What's going on? Like,
I will give you a second. I'll come to that. Some update on Chelsea. Arteta doesn't major trophy next season. Surely he has to leave the football club. And one more from Aiden said, let's not forget Arteta played only 2 games to win the FA Cup, got 800 million and still can't win anything. Absolutely. Yeah, I think 700 to 800 million. That's a lot of money. And yeah, thank you very much, Aiden, for your wonderful comments. Keep it coming, and we will definitely read it for you. If someone wants to react on some of the comments, they will, even without me saying anything. Makim is talking about any update on Chelsea. The update is Morgan Rogers, right? Morgan Rogers, and also Bashir Humphreys, Chelsea's academy graduate who has been on loan for a while now has made his move permanent to Burnley. Steven, is it Burnley, right? Burnley Football Club.
Yeah, to Burnley, it was an obligation to buy.
Obligation to buy. So now has made his move, permanently. Now, I think latest also Chelsea's been linked with Rodrigo, which I don't think is going to happen. Also, Rudiger. There is some reports from Madrid saying that he might fancy a move, or maybe a return to the Premier League, which will be Chelsea.
Nice.
That'd be a dream. That'd be a dream come true coming back home.
Yeah.
Him and Tosin in the back, that is solid. That would be very solid.
Have you seen who's not coming back to the Premier League despite leaving their club in Spain?
Who? What was that, Stephen?
Dave Cesar Azpilicueta. He said it's come out like he's leaving Atletico Madrid, but he's not coming back to England out of respect for Chelsea.
Oh,
yeah, I read that. I read that. Proper Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Proper Chelsea has to catch up.
Proper Chelsea.
I've heard a few clubs in the Premier League
and everything.
I've heard a few Premier Leagues want him, but he ain't coming back.
Dan, I got a question for you. What do you make? I know and McCain has interest in this question. What do you make of your boy being sold next season?
My boy, who?
You should know his name by now. He plays right back for Chelsea, right centre back.
Oh, Reece James.
Oh heck no,
not my boy.
Your boy.
Right centre
back. I don't have no boys at Chelsea.
Wesley Fofana.
Oh, Wesley Fofana.
Oh no.
He ain't my boy. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh no.
He's not going nowhere next season, man.
He's got to be sold.
If anything, it'd be a loan deal.
He has to be sold.
He has to go. He has to go though.
Why did he have to? Oh, what? Because he had it injured the last couple of months, and now he's got to go.
We can't be paying money to players that don't play.
Okay, right. Lee.
Tosin's outdone him in 34 games, bro.
Tosin needs to go then. Badiashile needs to go.
Tosin outdone him in. Tosin played more games than he's ever had.
Your boy Enzo Fernandez needs to go. What about
what are you talking about? Now
you're taking the piss. What about your boy Nicholas Jackson? Who's been out
you're taking the piss, bro.
Who's been out so much? He needs to go. Look how
you know.
Your boy Jackson.
Since Wesley Fofana came, you know he's only played 34 games, and it's the same games that Tosin has played for us. You do know that the amount of games they played around the same amount of games ever since he's come to the club. It's a lot for him to outdo Tosin and those guys. Wesley Fofana is gonna have to go, and I don't even know if we're gonna make the money back. Like Chelsea needs to relax on that.
70 million, we won't.
No, we all know it's not as simple as 70 million. I'm not going to explain it today. We can use another stream for it to go over it again. But it's not that. It's what's left on the books. For example, actually, I was looking this up earlier. Rasmus Højlund was bought for 72 million. Yeah. Divide that by 5, it's 14.4 million. Yeah. That means every year he's at United, 14.4 million comes off of the books, right? They got him in 2023. So this summer he would have been there 2 years. So 28.8 million to come off the books, right? So that means he still has about 43, 44 million left on the books, give or take. So they'd have to make over that amount to make profit.
Okay.
So you think the resale value on Wesley Fofana will match that?
Huh?
Do you think the resale value of Fofana could ever even go anywhere near that?
Nope.
Anywhere near what?
Like
anywhere near
the recoup value.
Teams that take a punt on him, but I don't think he'll get sold this
Because
year. If anything, I think he gets a loan. If anything, he'll either stay or
yeah,
get loan.
because look what they're saying for Fernandez. Yeah, they're saying they're willing to sell him for over the
They're
amount
not
that they got
selling him.
for.
It's already been said they're not selling him. Also, if they
Yeah, that was
did
a false
sell
rumor.
him,
Yeah.
even if they did, it would be like at least 150 million, if not more. And at which
And do
point, if it's
you think that's
150
even
million, you're
possible?
making about 60, 70 million profit if you sell him for 150 million.
What about
That's
your
not
boy
gonna
Roberto
happen, bro.
Sanchez then, Neve? Would you want him gone this season?
Well, Fofana.
No, your boy Roberto Sanchez. Wesley Fofana's gone nowhere. Whoever told you he's going, he ain't going nowhere, man.
Everyone at Chelsea Football Club agree that Roberto Sanchez has to go. I don't have a problem with Sanchez.
Unless your name is Ben Roberts, Lawrence Stewart, Paul Winstanley, or Bedad Egbali.
Yeah, my problem now, if I have to mention the player who has to leave the football club now, would be Fofana. I can help him. I got a truck. I can put his luggage behind.
You want to get rid of someone who's been the best centre back. That
dump truck can carry a couple bodies, you know.
You got dump truck. I can be behind. You drive. I'll be behind.
You're talking about a player. Guys, you're talking about a player, Wesley Fofana, who's been better than Ballashidi, better than Ballashidi, better than Carwell, been better than all the centre backs what we've had. Yeah, Wesley Fofana, he's still got a best stuff.
He said the first player that's got to go. So he's got to go before Raheem Sterling.
Do you know what? He does.
I am McKean's boy, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, he's got to go, mate.
I mean, Raheem Sterling does play. Raheem Sterling, although he's shit, he does play. Although he's shit, he can play.
Yeah.
Fofana doesn't play at all.
Sterling might actually be more useful.
Fofana's been our second best centre back since he's been playing on the pitch, since he got injured.
And Cuckoo or Sterling?
Sterling doesn't even start for Arsenal when they've got injuries. That's how you know.
That's Arsenal. But I'm saying when he was with Chelsea, he was playing.
Yeah, and he was.
And Nkunku is not more useful than Sterling. Sterling's more useful than Nkunku. So I think Fofana falls far down the pecking order. Unfortunately, that's messed up though for making that comparison.
Dan, no matter how you twist that coin, it's only one side. He's got to go.
He doesn't, because talking about a structure or mentality, if you go actually look at someone's point of view, since he came back, he was our best solid centre back then. Tosin, Badashili, Colwell. So where are you going from this? Because when he plays, he's solid for our backs, so we don't concede more goal. Since we've had our other centre backs when he's been injured, we conceded more goals this season. But when Wesley Fofana was playing, we didn't. So players get injured, players get better. Look at Reece James. McKean wanted Reece James gone. He said he's going to Real Madrid.
I want to protect Reece James. I want to protect Reece James's career.
Why would we do it? It was clear, but he might could go to Real Madrid and do another thing like Eden Hazard did to McKean. How do you know what happens? You don't know what happened. We thought Eden Hazard would go to Real Madrid, thought he would fall out. What happened? Hardly
look at Rudiger.
Rudiger's been a bit poor this season for Real Madrid. Look what happened against him at Arsenal. In Champions League. The thing is,
though. Let Fofana go to Marseille and revive himself.
Aiden, thank you very much, guys. Aiden said he's got to leave. Aiden, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. He says, guys, got to go. Take care. Y'all have a good night. Up to chills. Absolutely up to chills, Aiden. Thank you. Really appreciate your time being spent with us here. We hope to see you more of the time. And then also, Aiden, like I always say, join us. Share your view. This is your platform. If you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a football, you don't have to be a Chelsea fan to be on this platform. You have to be a football fanatic, someone that loves football. We discuss everything. So next time, Aiden, just try and click on it and join us here. Let's discuss this football. That's how we build community. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye for now. But let's try and wrap up here. Let's try and wrap up. I'm going to start from
before you wrap up. Yeah, just one thing on
Dan,
Rodrigo.
before we wrap up, we'll come to you, Dan. We'll come to you.
Yeah.
Whatever you have, you will drop it.
I just want to speak about Rodrigo, bro. About Real Madrid's player, because we've been interested in Rodrigo. All right,
let's go for it.
All right, we've been interested in Rodrigo because I haven't been on the show for ages. No one ever. Do you think if because they're looking at another star, another winger for Real Madrid, and he looks really good. Do you think the type of Rodrigo would suit Chelsea's play at the players that we've got now? If we did go get Rodrigo.
Yeah, I think that I would prefer Rodrigo over ROGERS. Maybe the reason why they might go for ROGERS is because he has Premier League experience. Rodrigo doesn't. Rodrigo has more of international and more Champions League experience than winning it. I think he's won like 3 times already, and he doesn't play in his favorite position at Madrid because of Vinicius Junior. So coming to Chelsea, he's going to end up playing at his favorite position, which is the left-hand side, where we have Pedro Neto and Jadon Sancho playing. He'll be much more better playing that position, and our up front will be more scary if you have a Gyökeres leading the line, and Rodrigo on the left-hand side. Then we have maybe Estavio Williams on the right-hand side, Palmer in the middle. Crazy up front attacking lineup. Then we can have Jackson and Nana Madueke and then the Pedro Neto on the bench, whom we know or we knew that if we bring any of these players from the bench, it could be a game changer also when the starting 11 or the attacking players are tired. That's how I feel. I feel like Rodrigo will be a good acquisition.
Well, Dan, you think he'll suit?
They're going to sell Jackson. They're going to sell him.
Do you think Rodrigo suits though, Dan?
Honestly, true. Him with his Champions League experience, and he scored goals, and he's won the Champions League with Real Madrid. If he came to Chelsea and if we had a better structure, a better manager system, not Enzo Maresca, because this is what I say, Mickey, right? If Enzo Maresca, if he don't get his top Champions League football for next season, and he doesn't get into the final and don't win against Real Betis, he has to be sacked. And also, FFP will be on our backs, because that's the whole point this season, is to reach smart to get into the Champions League, to get more money. Rodrigo, if he came to Chelsea with the players we've got, I don't think he will. If they decide to bring in proper ballers, like get rid of Raheem Sterling's wages, and get Goetz or Victor Osman in and pay the race slip what Sterling's on and onto these strikers.
Done. Is a sound coming from your end?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, sorry, let me just sorry.
Or you can move it. Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna please. My boy watching TikTok. If we got a better team environment, a bit of experience with Rodrigo, I think he would. Malcolm, I think he would.
I don't know. I don't think Rodrigo fits into this team, bro.
No.
I don't think he does. To be honest, I feel like he's gonna get squashed if he goes on the left wing as a Premier League player, starter as well. I think he's gonna get isolated worse than.
I don't think he would, mate. Because the thing, if we could bring in top players for next season, because there's been rumours about getting for the left side Rafael Leao, Inaki Williams,
Nico, not enough.
We're just the thing this year. If we say if we could get a better player, a better system, a better solid defence, a better goalkeeper experience, another good system in that mid, and then a better more wing. Yeah,
but that's the thing, though.
Can you imagine Rodrigo, Cole Palmer, and whoever's going to be on that left side, and then have a top striker up front? Rodrigo will ball out in that midfield with the thing, because the boy's still talent. He's still young. He's got talent in him, and he can score goals.
He's not going to get fed though because of the midfield that we have. The only way he's going to get fed here if we play Sancho in the midfield behind Palmer. That's the way he's going to get fed.
The only most thing you only get fed by the midfield because Caicedo's been outstanding this season. He should have got team of the season. He should get team of the season. If you get rid of Enzo, and get like a Tchouameni or a decent midfielder in that thing, then get rid of Enzo, get rid of then. And even Lavia's been class, but he's been injured as well. But people say should we get Lavia? Right, but
no, man, we don't need Tchouameni. Tchouameni's been terrible this year, man. We don't need anybody. This team is already good as it is. If we can just rotate,
we shouldn't have any issues with.
We're good. We're good, man. We just need the strikers and the wingers need to be fed.
Yeah, but we need to get rid of Jackson for a start. Get two as a backup.
That's true.
I wouldn't keep him as a backup.
No, I wouldn't keep him. I wouldn't keep him. He's not better than Mark Geary. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's not better than Mark Geary. No chance. But the thing, because Jackson, since he came back, what has he done for the team? Nothing. Yeah. Well, look what he did against Newcastle. That's what he done for us. You know why he did that? Because he got upset with. Remember last season, when Pochettino got sacked, he got a white meltdown because he was so happy. He was so close to Pochettino, and when he got sacked, he went into a proper meltdown. But after that, if I was Chelsea Football Club, I'd say you're gone in January on a new season. He should have been gone a long time ago, Jackson. But they kept
well, guys, one more question. What are we going to do with Sancho then?
Send him back.
Sancho, I'll keep him. No, I'll keep him.
Keep him, bro. Keep him, man. Yeah. Then
you're keeping him to be a starter.
Scrub.
Bro, he's a world class. He's a world class actor. You know, he's a world class talent.
He's a world class talent. 100%.
As a midfielder, he can carry a team to the finals. He's done it, right? Like he's done it before.
So glad someone's on there talking sense. I've been trying to tell Steve with this guy.
Trust me, bro.
It's like me. The thing is, he ain't when he comes. He's never tried to get in the first team, And when you see him coming off the bench, you see how the ability. Start with what I was saying about him. They're saying about Cole Palmer. He's created more assists this season, but no one ain't been in the box. Sancho's done that, but no one has been in the box. If the people was in the box, he would have got more assists this season.
But Dan, do you know that? Do you know why? It's because they're our two best players in the box, and Jackson isn't. That's what it is.
Thank you.
Like, Jackson off the ball, is dumb.
I don't buy your shots off. Are you joking me?
What? In the box, Sancho is one of the best players in the world in the box, bro. Don't get it twisted.
My God.
Have you seen him drive into the box? It's mad.
You will keep Nicholas Jackson. You'll keep Nicholas Jackson over Sancho.
I didn't say that. They're not even the same position. So what's the?
But he can still play as a left wing. Jackson still. You say you can still play as a left wing. So who would you work?
Do you know why I don't understand that? Why are we using him? The way United did. Look at United. Why are we using him like United did? He's not a right winger. He's not a left winger. He's a guy in the midfield. We need to use him the way Borussia Dortmund did. Use him like in a what? I don't understand.
Right, I don't understand the team. This is what I don't understand. And people think he's crap. Wait, mate. If he was in the Champions League, he'd get us to the top. He'd get to the final Champions League, and then this is what I love about Chelsea fans. And then in 1 minute, he ain't good, but he's quality.
Bro, if I was Madrid, I'll be dragging his arm right now. If I was Madrid,
this one also don't get how people can still stick up for Cole Palmer. He's been so crap this season, so poor, and no one don't criticise him. But
you know, Dan, it's not entirely his fault, you know.
But next season, he might ball out for us. He might ball out next season.
Yeah, he's going to ball out,
He's going to ball out next season. This is one season. And he hardly had any first-team football. If he had first-team football, we'd see more better than Sancho. But he's had this one season. Next season, he will ball out for us. We just need a better winger.
Palmer's getting marked out, though. That's the thing. Like, you need to look at the position he's been put in.
Three players on him because he's central.
You have to have 3 players on him, and the 3 players around him are not helping him. And you guys think I hate those players? I'm telling you, Jackson is not making space for Palmer because outside of the ball, yeah, when he doesn't have it, that this guy is dumb. He's not. He doesn't think. He's static.
Hey,
And it's the
Mackin, it's
same
not
with Enzo.
even.
Enzo Fernandez, yeah, he's just behind Cole Palmer. He does not help Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer should not be dropping this deep. There's no way. There's no way. It shouldn't happen. The boy, bro, he's got like 3 jobs.
Enzo plays alongside Palmer when we have the ball.
Yeah, but what, does Enzo even help him in any capacity or any size, shape, or form? He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Thank you.
Do you know what the issue is? Yeah, we have Palmer, who everyone knows how good he is. Yeah, but our wide players don't consistently step up to create the chances.
Bro, they're isolated, bro. They're isolated. They can't even help. They can't help. They're isolated.
It's like when we're rescued from final when people say, we should sell Lavia then. We should sell Lavia.
Bro, if Noni did half of what he did Wolves away on a consistent basis, yeah, you attract attention away from Palmer because now there's another threat as well. We don't have it.
But for that to happen, yeah, for that to happen, Jackson's gonna have to do his job, bro. Because otherwise, yeah, you get marked out like Neto does. Neto gets singled out, far out, because he wants his wingers all the way wide. He wants his wingers wide, so you get marked out. Do you know how many players, yeah, Neto and Madueke have to get past to even let a pass go? They have to go back most of the times. Like, it's mad. The midfield needs to the midfield needs to help Palmer. It's mad. He's a one, bro. It's not. It's like Caicedo, Palmer, everyone else. Let them 2 die.
I think the thing you talk with facts here, Malcolm. This is what I'm saying. But the thing is, you have to criticise him for being poor. But then also, yeah, if like when it comes to you watch games when Sancho comes over with Cole Palmer, you see the players start. It's like then people like
Facts.
Enzo Fernandez should be out of that team, right? Lavia and Caicedo in that midfield is solid. But then people talk about Western Fafana should be sold because once he was the best centre back for us this season, never kept hardly any. We had not a long goal. Soon he got injured. We conceded more goals. And that's the case then. Lavia's always injured and he's always been out and he might miss this game on Sunday. He might miss this game in the final. Should we sell him then? Should we sell him?
But when Fofana comes here, we are still shaky. When Lavia comes here, when Lavia comes here, Cole Palmer doesn't have to drop, bro. And I love that. I don't like to see Cole Palmer overworking. He's gonna get injured that way, and I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that because
Caicedo gets to be relaxed. Caicedo gets to shoot sometimes when Lavia's there. I'd rather see that.
That's what I mean. That's what I do, and that's why I like to see Lavia play consistently football because we know when we have Lavia in that team, we're better with Lavia. Because of Enzo Fernandez. It's too open in the midfield, and people playing him.
It's true.
Yeah, it's just
they don't. The wingers are isolated. The wingers are isolated. They can't do nothing. It's a horrible game, and then you get Jackson that don't even know.
Yeah, Jackson's useless, man. He's do you know what? Get rid of Jackson. He needs to go. He needs to go. The guy is a goat. He's a goat. He's crap. He's rubbish.
You say he's a goat?
No, he's a donkey. He's a donkey.
He's a donkey.
Hey, you said he's a goat, so Jackson's the greatest of all time. Mad.
No, it's not. No, goat. It's like like a goat. Like a donkey. He's a donkey. He's not. He's crap. Like a donkey goat. He's a goat. It's a donkey, right? There's a thing called.
The greatest of all time. Man.
Yeah, the greatest of all time, Steve. No, he ain't. He's shit. He's shit. No, Makim, could you tell him like the thing? There's a thing word of There's a player as a goat. Yeah, goat is where is a class talent.
You know, calling someone a goat. Yeah, you know that's African slang. You know that.
It's African slang. Yeah.
when someone's African's pissed off at you, they say you goat, you donkey.
Your goat is a donkey. He's a donkey. Right? That's like Jamaican. They say that as well. Yeah, he's a donkey. Yeah,
it's donkey. I say about Reeton Canary.
Yeah, that's because that's in the English. But in the slang,
Steven.
Oh my God,
Leave that lady alone.
She is.
Steven, The thing is, yeah, the guy is a donkey. The guy is just a long leg piece of string tick. Yeah, it's like a tick.
So what
It's
you're
in the
saying
place
is he's
where,
the men's version of Reeton Canrig. Noted.
huh?
He's the men's version of Reeton
He
Canrig.
doesn't. Dan
Mate.
doesn't know her, Steven.
I
No,
don't
but
know.
Dan doesn't know.
I don't watch women. I don't really watch women football, mate.
Doesn't
I
know.
only know about well done to Chelsea women being in the Invincibles and won and a trouble, but I don't watch women football.
I'm not saying you
No,
So
but
don't.
you
who
know
are you?
what? No, but women futsal. Do you not watch that?
Yeah, but I haven't watched it, but I heard they got a trouble.
Bro, you lot should watch it. No, because I hate women's football and
Invincibles
I
now.
don't like that
Yeah,
shit. I
Chelsea
hate that
football
shit.
club.
But
Chelsea football
if you
club. Yeah,
watch,
no, I was
if
going
you
to say
if
about
you
Invincible. We're now Invincible.
but
Chelsea football club are now
if you
Invincible.
watch what guys, I recommend all of you guys here to go watch futsal, women's futsal. It goes down. It goes down. When I'm telling you, they're doing all the Rabonas, they're doing all
Yeah.
the gaucho stuff.
General, to be fair.
It goes down. It's mad physical as well. Trust me, it's way more interesting.
Dan doesn't watch it.
I don't watch women's football, but I'm like my missus said, like women. What did you say that time when I told you about women's Invincibles? What did you say? That women, you said something, women rules. Yeah, women rules than men. Because the thing is though, yeah, when Arsenal fans say we're invincibles, so it's Chelsea Football Club now. Because
All
Yeah,
right.
so
Chelsea
the
Football
first
Club
time
is
we
still
Dan, let's
Chelsea
Dan,
Football
let's
Club.
wrap up. Dan, let's wrap
Sorry
up.
guys. I have one more question. Does anybody know about this guy, Ekotike? Like, is he any good? Like,
he's the
Yeah,
Frankfurt
I know
striker,
who that
and
guy is.
apparently they want like 80 million. Stay clear of flipping Bundesliga strikers.
but I swear
Yeah,
he used to be PSG.
yeah, he used to be at PSG. Yeah,
Yeah, but even still, stay clear of strikers from the Bundesliga. Have we not learned our
yeah,
lesson?
100%. I agree on that
But
one, Steve.
what's his profile? Does he header? Is he strong? What is he?
Bro, I haven't watched enough of him. All I know is that for the price they won, I would not be buying him. That's all I know.
They want like 70. They want 85 to
Yeah,
90
they want
mil
like
for
80
him.
odd million for him.
80 million. The guy, he's good at headers.
But how much
He
were they
can
even
head.
asking for Tails or whatever his name is?
Oh,
They were asking for a whole lot too.
I'll keep away from him as well.
So
Yeah,
They want about
Tottenham
90, 100 mil for him. They want 100 mil.
once they hear that Premier League teams are in there, then they hike the price up.
shoots up massively because they know the Premier League
Oh,
teams have money.
Yeah.
would you
That's
think?
what they do.
There's been a story about getting Gitten from Dortmund
Yeah, but that
for
story's
Chelsea.
been
Would you
around
take
for
him?
months.
I can't
Gitten.
stand that rumor.
That
I
story
hate
was
that
around
rumor.
even in January.
I know, but they're still apparently looking to getting him.
Is he even any good? I don't trust that kid. I don't even like
No,
his
no,
face.
no.
I
He's
don't
good.
like him.
He's,
I don't like.
he's,
I don't like the shape of his head.
he's not. He's not bad, but he could play in like in a centre mid role and left wing. He ain't bad. He ain't bad. It's just the injuries what's
So
affected him,
basically,
and we
he's
don't
not
want more
bad.
players.
He's bad, is what you're saying.
No, Stephen, but I wouldn't say he's like shit. He's not. He is a good player. He was a quality player back yeah, but the injuries affected him, make him. So I wouldn't want to
I'd rather get Gordon, bro. I'd rather Gordon than that
Actually,
kid.
Yeah,
He looks
he's going
small.
Liverpool. He's going Liverpool
Yeah, you won't get Gordon right now. It's gone.
because Diaz wants to leave Liverpool. Trent's gone to Real Madrid.
Yeah, but
So you're
Trent
losing
isn't
Diaz,
affecting
and so is Nunes.
Oh, guys, my battery's low. I'm gonna leave. Peace.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
battery's
so
low.
is
I
mine.
think we're
Yeah,
wrapping up
pick
anyway.
bigger.
Yeah.
Anyway, smash
All
the
right,
like button,
Dan,
subscribe
thank
to
you
the
very
channel,
much.
guys. Big up, guys.
Diamond couldn't make it on time. Maybe tomorrow, Diamond will have you here. Diamond said he would join later, or he would join. He said I'll join in a second, bro. It's okay, Diamond. I think we're running out of time. We've been here streaming for an hour, 2 hours, 4 minutes. Yeah, 2 hours, 4 minutes. That's a lot done. Thank you very much. Much love to you, brother. Steven G, as usual. Thank you for coming on as usual. And then yeah. Oh yeah, that's sun.
Yeah.
Getting some vitamin D, isn't it? No, you're all right. It was okay. It was okay until you close the
No,
hole.
it was doing my head in because of it looked really weird on my screen, on my side.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the way it was
problem.
coming in, it looked really weird. It was doing my head in.
All right. Last word from you, Steven.
Last word from me is just that if you're on YouTube, go over to X or Twitter. I prefer calling it Twitter still. Follow over there, Blueclouds Media.
Yeah.
On TikTok as well, and I think Instagram. Instagram as well.
Yeah. Instagram, okay. Facebook, everywhere is Blueclouds Media.
Social media, go Blueclouds Media. Follow on all social medias. And if you're on Twitter and you're watching over there, come over to
Facebook,
YouTube.
WhatsApp, same thing. WhatsApp, Blueclouds Media on WhatsApp.
Is that?
Yeah. Blueclouds Media. I have a WhatsApp group called BCM Sports.
But yeah, either way, if you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube.
You can
give us a subscribe, turn the bell notification on, switch to all, and yeah, we'll see you for the next stream.
Yeah, and then big up to Khan. He says a great show, guys. Was late. We'll join earlier next time. Yes, not just joining the stream, but next time we want to hear from you, Khan. We want to get our viewers and listeners involved more than normal. We always request that you guys join and have your say. That's what we want, not just listening. We want you guys to contribute, participate and contribute either in the comment section or even joining us in the studio for a little bit. You don't have to be here for too long. A little bit, have your say. There's a lot going on, and that's what we're here for. So we love you guys for spending time with us as usual. I love what I do. I love coming in here, and we want to tell Aiden for the wonderful super chat that he put on to support this channel, to support this platform. We thank you all for those that came in. Your time alone is very, very, very valuable to me. So thank you all. And we'll see you again same time. Stephen G. I always say, Leo Desperados.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Hang on to hope. And we'll see you guys again same time tomorrow. My name is Nizam with my co-host Stephen G and the wonderful guests that joined us on the show, Chelsea Dan, and also Diamond, who couldn't get a chance to do it, join us here. We'll see him some other time. I'll say adios. Good night for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall. Yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive.